First off, let me say I mistakenly thought Eddie was the mayor of Idlewild. But I will say this, if we had more electeds like Max, we'd all probably be in much better shape. Dealing with the issue at hand, I've said many times that look to California to screw up the weed deal. And one of the main things we did in that is not regulating the THC content of marijuana, and it's exploded. And we're dealing with all the problems of that. So I applaud looking for it, and we do need to come up with a solution like we've just heard in all the speakers. There does seem to be a benefit in kratom, which I, like Victor, I wouldn't even known how to spell it, much even known what it was before this. But there's obviously a benefit to it. So we need to come up with a solution, but as we don't sell 200 proof alcohol and things like that, we do need to come up with some sort of regulation, and maybe there's a potency or something that can be sold over the counter that's safe, like an aspirin, and then there's prescriptions for people that maybe need an extra dose of it or something, but that's what we do need to figure out, because, as I said, let's not make the mistake we did with the weed deal, because that will potentially, we don't need another one of these coming up. So if I was sitting up in the dais, I would ask Mr. Sherman or the Sharp to come back up here and ask and detail these problems of how we did get into the trouble with the weed deal and why this particular adage needs to be brought forward. And I applaud the board for bringing it up and bringing this forward, because we do need to stop, we do need to prevent the problem before it starts. And that's one thing that we don't do a lot, almost, and I will say this, and I probably lied on the percentage, we don't do this 98.7% of the time in our government policies. And that's why you have people like me coming up to the dais here all the time. So, again, if you don't want to hear me so much, keep putting these practices into place, and maybe we'll all be better off in this. But no, I really like the idea of putting this forward. Let's come to solutions, stuff that works out for everyone.
Thank you. Roy, any other speakers left? No. Well, appreciate your points, Roy.